This is the back release, and by releasing the muscles in the back, it's pretty an amazing move in what it does. Again, it improves range of motion for the horses. It also can relieve tension all along the back in this area. So I started the wither about 4 fingers down on top of that shoulder, and I'm pressing fairly hard. If the horse objects, I lighten up. We just got a release in front with some chewing. I come down behind that shoulder and see where I am. And I come down, I'm pressing pretty hard. If I see any flutter in the muscle, I will stop and let that muscle flutter out, and we haven't seen that yet. I turn my hands and go clear to the center of the horse. Please watch the placement of my body. I am right here. I don't get under the horse, so that if a horse would kick, I wouldn't get it. If horses have ulcers, they're going to be very, very tender in the next spot I'll do, so you need to be careful. So the next part of this move is you go up to the sacral joint, which is the highest point of the hip, 4 fingers over, and then I'm going to go forward. With both hands, I'm pressing in pretty hard. Now notice this muscle right over here. It's starting to flutter and get tight. So I hang here for just a minute. I might even massage a little bit while that muscle gets tight, and then I move on. See where I am in relationship to the flank. I'm coming down, pressing hard. If the horse would object, I'd lighten up and stay where I was until I would move on. I do notice that the horse is moving some behind, which makes me think that our next release will really be helpful. Okay, so I basically went from here along this line, down here, switched my hands, and down to the center of the horse. The next part is you go back up to the sacral area, 4 fingers over, put your hand in there. I'm basically going to do this line right here. I come along the spine, come over around the hip, and then aim for a groove that they have right here in that muscle, right down to there. So I'm pressing pretty hard. On this one, I would expect he might even move around a little bit. I suspected because, see, here he goes, because he was uneven behind, that this is one that he would really need. There we go. Right down to there. And of course you do both sides. Same thing on the other side.